Hi there, we're here today to demonstrate the hematology lab for you. I'm Robin.
I'm Claudia.
I'm Wilson.
We're lab demonstrators here at Vancouver Community College.
First, we'll go through an overview of today's lab. Sections A and B involve using a special slide called a hemocytometer to count red and white blood cells. This slide has a very finely etched and calibrated grid, allowing accurate determination of cell concentrations. Next, we will do hematocrit measurements. In this case, we collect whole blood in a special hematocrit tube, centrifuge it to separate out the various components of the blood, and then measure the relative percentage of each component. For the differential white blood cell count, we first create a very thin smear of blood. We then stain it using right stain, which allows identification and counting of the white blood cells in the blood. Finally, with blood typing, you have a chance to draw your own blood, then mix it with some different reagents to determine your blood type.
Okay, before we get into today's lab, we're going to talk a little bit about safety and waste disposal. So we're using chemicals and biohazards today. We should be wearing safety goggles to protect against both of those, and also gloves. In terms of waste disposal, we have two types of hazardous waste containers for biohazards. One is a hard-sided container, so this is for sharp biohazards like maybe a slide containing some blood or a lancet. This here is for soft biohazard objects, so things like tissues.
There's one other type of biohazard container we sometimes use in our labs. It looks like this. This one should be good to use for either soft objects or sharps.
In terms of keeping our work area clean, you do want to make sure to wash your hands before and after the lab with soap and water. And while you're doing the lab, it's a good idea to have some kind of absorbent material down. So in this case, we have a dental bib. You could also use paper towel or something else. This will capture any spills, especially blood. We have a few things to clean with as well. So we have some Lysol wipes and some alcohol. So these are things to clean down your surface after you do your work. The other thing about this work is that we're using sheep's blood today for most of the lab. The sheep's blood we're using is certified disease-free, so there shouldn't be any concerns with it. But just in case, you do want to treat it as though it could potentially carry pathogens. So that's why you wear the gloves and goggles and stay very clean. There are a few sections that allow you the option of using your own blood. For those sections, you have to make sure you're the only person that handles your blood. So don't let anyone else touch it or touch any objects with your blood, and make sure you're maintaining your own workspace when you're doing that work. Okay, we're ready to start.